Okay, looking ahead right now, TEDxManitouSprings is back once again this year, and with us now for what we can expect is the founder of the local event, Mickey Gates, and curator and head speaker coach, Michael Ashford. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for being here. So for those who are not quite sure, unfamiliar, of course, with the overall concept of TEDx, what's it all about?
Yeah, so TEDx are independently licensed TED events.
Okay.
So most people know what a TED event is. Sometimes they don't know that they know. If you think about those great talks that are 10 to 15 minutes that really inspire you and educate you, and they have the big TED behind them,
Right.
That's a TED Talk.
Okay.
TEDx Talks are independently organized events where local community members decide, hey, I want to bring my community together.
Okay.
I want to get some great ideas on this red dot, and I want to build opportunities for collaboration. So that's what TEDxManitouSprings is.
So who decides on the topics that's
We do.
discussed?
Well, I would say
We talk
decide
about the theme. We decide the theme and how the speakers that we choose fit into that.
into the story.
It's kind of up to you.
Let's talk about the theme. What is the theme this year?
Break free is
Okay.
our theme.
And meaning what? Expand on that.
We allow the speakers to kind of take that however they want. Break
Yeah.
free from how it's always been done, from the status quo, from an old way of thinking perhaps, as we look ahead to a lot of new that is going to happen this year. Break free from however you choose to define break free.
So as far as anything goes?
Anything goes.
Anything goes.
We do select the speakers after a very careful vetting process to make sure that it fits TED's guidelines, because they do have really specific guidelines. But we like a lot of variety, and we like to tell a story through each of the talks.
Okay, and is that unique about TEDxManitouSprings?
I don't think so. I think it's pretty similar. A lot of TEDx events will have a theme that they try to. TEDx Boulder, for instance, had one recently that was all about AI. So every speaker had to have their talk about AI because it's very popular and a hot topic right now. But ours is a little bit more ethereal out there. However you choose to fit in with the theme is where we go.
And how does the coaching process work? Because the people that do this aren't necessarily professional speakers, right?
Correct.
A lot of them are not, and so I'm a former journalist actually. So what I do is I will interview them about their idea to try and get out those deeper ideas, the things that are probably rolling around in their head that they've never articulated before, and then we start to put that pen to paper. We start to model out the talk as to get it in the 12 to 15 minute sweet spot.
Right.
And then however the speaker chooses to present that on stage within the guidelines of the TED guidelines, then that's how it all comes together. And right now we're less than a month out, and they're heads down memorizing right now.
It's exciting stuff for sure. So where can people get tickets, Mickey?
TEDxManitouSprings.com. It's that easy.
It's that easy. Okay. And is this event free? Can people?
It is not free. You do have to purchase tickets.
Okay.
One thing about TEDx events is that we put them all on ourselves. We don't get any money from TED. We get sponsorships, and the ticket sales are what allow us to continue to host great events.
Okay. And at that website, more information, of course, about the event. Also for any future engagements as well, if people want to get involved.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you what, the best way to get involved, whether it's a volunteer, whether it's a speaker, is to come to the event.
Okay.
And say hi to us.
And say hi.
Yes,
yeah, we're going to be there.
All right, fantastic. Thank you. Okay. Well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Have a great event. Okay. Hey, we have more news and weather coming up here in just a little bit.